Hi guys, and welcome back to the Lazy Girls Kitchen. For those of you that are new, my name is Maggie and welcome. Today I'm going to be sharing with you something that I've been making since I was literally like a teenager, and it's chicken soup. It's rosół. For those of you who grew up in a Polish household, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is the best chicken soup you'll ever eat. I'm telling you, you are going to love it. And the good news is that we're making everything, including the broth, so you're gonna love it, let me tell you. If you want to see how easily this comes together, make sure you keep on watching. So to make this, you're going to be needing chicken. So this is a whole chicken that I had my butcher kind of take apart. So you're going to need one small chicken. If your butcher doesn't do that, you can obviously do it yourself, or I'm sure some supermarkets sell them in pieces like that. You're going to need some celery. So the celery, you're going to need the ones with like the edges of the celery where the leaves are still on them. That's going to give you really good flavor. And then about 2 large carrots. I actually have like 10 to 12 mini carrots here because I didn't buy any of the large ones. You're also going to be needing some salt, and then here what I have is vegeta. This is basically like it's a Polish seasoning, I think. I'm not quite sure, don't quote me on that. If you can't find this at a store, just substitute it for the adobo in the just make sure that it's the one that's like the powdered one, okay? And you're going to also be needing lots and lots of water. So into my pot, I have a pretty big soup pot here. I'm going to go ahead and add in all of my chicken. And you want the bones in, skin on, because you want all that flavor for your broth. So I'm going to put this in like so. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up with water. So my pot is filled with cold water. I turned on the heat. So right now it's on high, but once it starts to cook and boil, I'm going to turn the heat down to like medium high. So now what we're going to do is we are just going to add in our flavorings. You're going to add in your celery and your onions. And then I'm going to add in about a tablespoon of the vegeta. If you don't have vegeta, go ahead and add in the adobo instead. That's also going to give you just as much flavor. I've used both, and it's literally just a slight change in flavor, but nothing major. And then you're also going to need some salt. And as this cooks, you're going to notice that the chicken is going to release these like puffy gray things that are going to float to the top. We are going to scoop that out. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. I didn't want to, you know, explain it to you until we got there. So yeah, once that happens, I'm going to show you exactly what it's going to look like, and then we are going to start cooking. So let this come to a boil. Once the gray stuff comes up, I'll show you what you're looking for, but that is about it. Nothing complicated here. Alright, so this has been cooking for about 10 minutes. I wish, hold on, let me move you a little bit. There you go. I wish you could smell how amazing this smells right now. So this is what I'm talking about, like these little white fluffy things. That's what you want to remove. If you have a sieve, it'll work better. I actually left mine at my friend's house, so I don't have it. I'm just going to use a spoon. So about every 10 to 15 minutes, you'll just want to come by, take the white stuff off, and then let this continue cooking. In total, I would say you'd want about an hour to an hour and a half, or until your chicken is fully cooked through, because that's really what you're looking for. And then what you're going to do is you're going to remove the celery, but you're going to leave the carrots in, because that you can eat. But the celery with the leaves, I don't like it. If you like it, feel free to eat it. And then you'll want to cover this and let this sit for about 15 to 20 minutes just to get the flavors nice and marinated. And then you can eat this with noodles, which is what I'm going to do. You can eat this with rice, whatever you like. Or you can even use this as a base for another soup. So my chicken soup is done cooking, and it occurred to me that I forgot to tell you what to do with the chicken. So I already took everything out. I took the celery out. I left the carrots in because I eat those. And now what I do with the chicken is I take off the skin and the bones. I shred the chicken and put it back into the soup. That way I have bits of chicken when I'm eating my chicken soup. You don't have to do this. I just find that it's more appetizing when you have pieces of chicken, as opposed to, like, my grandma, no lie, would put like a drumstick in our plate in our chicken soup, but I prefer to shred it. So yeah, so that's it. All you're gonna do is just peel it off and then put the chicken back into your soup and you are good to go. Again, serve it with noodles, which is what I do a lot. Serve it with rice, whatever. Use it as a base for another soup, but I know you're gonna love it. So bye.